Hello everybody, welcome to the channel. Today I'm gonna be showing you how to turn any web page into a high quality video. All of that will be done very easily and fast. If you like this kind of content, subscribe to the channel and let's get started. So the first thing you are gonna do is to sign up to Pictory AI. You can do everything that I'm gonna be showing you using the free trial, which is 14 days and is really good. And if after that you decide to sign up for the tool, using the link that I left on the description, you can get a 20% off discount. Once you sign up to Pictory AI, you are gonna land on this page here. The feature that we are going to be using is URL to video, and you might be asking, how can I use this feature? What is the utility of it? And I can think about a couple of examples. The first one is if you write blog posts. So in this case, you can just convert your blog posts into videos and post them in other social medias. Or if you want to create a YouTube channel talking about any specific topic. In my case, let's suppose that we want to create a YouTube channel talking about history. So as you can see here, we have an article, the history of video games. We have another one, history of mobile, and the history of stoicism. In my case, let's suppose that we want to talk about the history of video games in this video. All that you have to do is just to copy the URL of the page, come back to the tool, come here to URL to video, paste it in here, and now you're gonna choose the type of video. In my case, I want to leave it as an explainer video. You will choose the platform and the length. I want to leave it between 1 minute and 5 minutes. Now, all that you need to do is click on generate script. And that's it. In less than a minute, a really high quality script was generated. So the first thing I want to show you here is that you can optimize this script if you want. You can rephrase it, you can shorten it, lengthen it, or if you want, you can even change the tone. Another thing that I have to show you is the scene settings here. Make sure that you leave everything on, especially this feature here that we will be using a lot. Now, what I recommend you to do is read your script and insert line breaks where you think it will make it more dynamic. For example, if you have a read here, consoles like Sony PlayStation and Nintendo's Game Boy became house staples. In this case, only one scene would be generated for this line here, because we have one dot at the end, right? But I want two scenes for this part. Why? Because I want one scene for consoles like Sony PlayStation and another scene for Game Boy. What you need to do here, and I do recommend you do it, is read your script and break the line to add more scenes and make your video more dynamic. I will be doing this and I'll show you the final script. And this is our final script. Once you finish it, all that you need to do is just click on generate video. Now that we have the video created by Pictory, if you want, you can come here to preview it. I will be showing you how to change everything in this video. To start with, let's suppose that you don't like the first image in here. If you want to change any of these images, all that you need to do is just click on it, and then here you're gonna search for what you want. Once you find it, all that you need to do is just click on the new image, and as you can see, the background has been replaced. So what you will be doing is checking every single scene and replacing the background videos for them. Once you do that, the next step is just coming to the audio. Here you're gonna have a multitude of different voices to choose from. If you are using the standard plan, you will have these voices here, 60 if your language is English, and those are unlimited voices. You can choose and change them, no problem at all. If you are in the professional plan, which is my case, you will be given 120 minutes every month to choose among the premium voices that 11 Labs has to offer. In my case here, I will be choosing an English voice. The accent will be this one here. I always like a voice a little bit older to tell stories. Okay, and this time I will be choosing Mark's voice. Once you choose your voice, you just click on generate and apply, and in less than a minute your video will be narrated. Next step is to change the background music. To do so, just click here on background music, and then you can filter it by the mood. In my case, I like this one here that Pictory AI chose, so I'll leave it here. If you want to control the volume, you just click on here and then you have the volume of the background music and the voiceover. I would say that the default is good. In my case, this music might be a little bit louder than the others, so I will leave it in 7%. Now I'll show you how to change the styles of the captions. This is as simple as choosing a different style. In my case, this is the default one. If you want, for example, a navy blue, you just click on it. The text tab will allow you to insert text on your video. Something that you need to keep in mind is that this text here won't be read by the AI voice. So let's suppose that we write the history of video games. In this case, this will serve just to illustrate the video. You can change this text here. For example, in my case, I want everything to be like that, and you can change the font, the color. The next tab, the branding tab, is useful if you have fonts and colors that are specific to your videos or your brand. I never use this tab, to be sincere. Elements, as the name says, will allow you to add different stuff to your video. You can add stickers, GIFs, emojis. Something that I would like to show you is how to organize the items on your videos. Let's suppose that we want to add this emoji here, and for some reason we want to add it behind the text. What you're gonna do, as you can see, the emoji is in front of the text. You need to come here to layers, and then you're gonna see the order of the elements on this video. As you can see, the background is the first element, then you have the text that we just added, then we have the emoji, then we have the cap. In this case, you need to drag the emoji below the text, and as you can see here, it's already behind it. On the format tab, you can choose the format of your video. In this case, because it's a YouTube video, it's 16:9, but if you want to change it to a TikTok, for example, or a YouTube short, all that you need to do is just click here, and as you can see, the tool converts it for you very nicely. Make sure that you select the highest resolution. These controls below here allow you to do different stuff to the video. For example, if you do a mistake, you can just click here on undo. These are the layers that I already showed you. If you want to hide the captions, just click on here. If you want to remove the voiceover or maybe change it, you just click on here. And if you want to record your own voice, you can also do so. You can even upload your own recording as well. If you want to make this video here shorter, you can just trim it by dragging like this. In my case, I'm happy with this one here. If you want to mute the background music or the voiceover, you can just turn them off here. And in here, you can duplicate this scene or delete it. If you want to insert a new scene, just click on the plus button, and then you can choose between a blank scene, text only, visuals, or text with vision. Once you are fully happy with your video, all that you need to do is just come here to download and start processing.
Are you ready to dive into the incredible journey of video games? Let's explore how they transformed from simple experiments into a global entertainment phenomenon. The history of video games began in the 1950s and 1960s. Computer scientists created games on mini-computers and mainframes. One of the first was Spacewar, developed in 1962 at MIT. Fast forward to the 1970s, and the first consumer video console, the Magnavox Odyssey, launched. Arcade games like Pong quickly followed, igniting a gaming revolution. In the mid-1970s, microprocessors brought more sophisticated games. Companies like Atari flourished during the golden age of arcade games, with iconic titles like Space Invaders and Pac-Man. However, the market saw a crash in 1983, forcing a shift in leadership to Japan. Nintendo's entertainment system helped revive the industry. Fast forward to the 1990s, technological advancements introduced 3D graphics and online gaming. Consoles like Sony's PlayStation and Nintendo's Game Boy became household staples. The 2000s saw a shift towards mobile gaming, with smartphones taking the lead. Today, video games encompass a range of genres and platforms. Driven by technology and creativity, we see the rise of indie games, alongside AAA titles and innovations in virtual and augmented reality. Exploring competitive gaming and esports, the future of gaming continues to evolve. In summary, the evolution of video games reflects a dynamic industry that adapts to new technology and player preferences. Interested in learning more? Subscribe for more insights into gaming history.
Now that I showed you what can be done with Pictory, I also want to show you how much it costs. If you sign up for the annual pricing, you will be paying $19 on the starter plan or $39 for the professional plan. In my case, I am on the monthly plan and I'm using the professional one, mainly because the 120 minutes of 11 Labs AI voices. Just reminding you again that you don't need to pay anything upfront. They do offer a 14 days free trial, which is pretty generous. So make sure that you use the trial, try to do what you need to do, and if the tool is for you, click on the link that I left on the description, because that link will give you 20% off for any subscription plan. For this video, that's all. What do you think about Pictory AI? Do you think that you can create high quality content using it? If you decide to create a YouTube channel using it, leave the link to your channel on the description. I would be more than glad to check it out and leave a comment. Thanks so much for having watched this video. See ya next time. Take care.